give you a little bit of information on the real estate market here in Treasure Island. The population is 7,450. Out of those, only 10% have children under the age of 18. Out of the 4,128 households in Treasure Island, 79 single-family homes and condos are for sale currently, ranging from $149,000 all the way to $3 million. The $149,000 property is, of course, a condo of 580 square feet. It's small, but it's nice. It's a 1-1, if you didn't already guess that. That's $256 per square foot. The HOA fees on that are $336 per month. Out of the 78 properties for sale, the first 24 are condos. The lowest price home comes in at $379,000, and it's a 2-2 of 1,342 square feet. It's actually a really nice home with a pool, has granite countertops, and a lot of other updates. The next least expensive home comes in at $440,000, and it's also a 2-2, a 1,200 square foot at Coney Island subdivision. It's on the intercoastal, and I think this one gives you a really good idea of what you can buy a home for in the water here, at what kind of price point. Almost all of the homes here are short walking distance to the beach, so you'll see that on most of the listings. The flood zone is AE, being that it is a barrier island. There are 3 homes from $400,000 to $500,000, 2 from $500,000 to $600,000, and 6 from $500,000 to $600,000. All of the homes in the $600,000 range are waterfront. According to what I have heard, Pinellas County has more waterfront homes than any other county in the USA. I've also heard that Pinellas County is the most densely populated county as well. I have nothing to back that up, but I hear it consistently in conversation. And whether it's true or not, just trying to give you an idea, there are quite a lot of waterfront homes and a lot of condominiums for the population density. There are 3 homes in the 800,000s, all waterfront. And what that will buy you here is a 3-3 with 2,700 square feet. I think compared to other waterfront communities, that's still considered a bargain. At $1.3 million, I'll put a picture of this house on here. This is a great home, as you can see, on Dolphin Drive. Right now, the taxes on this are currently $10,712. So let's get an idea of what they would go to if you were to pay somewhere near the $1.3 million mark on this house. If we were to be able to get it at $1,250,000, we would take that number and multiply it times 80% and take the result of that and multiply it times 0.02. If we do that, it gives us $20,000 for the new tax amount. I went to the Pinellas County property appraiser and went to the tax estimator, and it came out to $18,990. So the formula of 80% of the sales price times 0.02 is on the fly, get a close calculation. If you're thinking of buying a short-term rental property here, make sure you talk to the city on the zoning and what is allowed and where it's allowed. The business is sure here, with thousands of vacationers from all over the world targeting Treasure Island as their choice of destination. Why? It's still relatively inexpensive, as you can see with the housing prices. If you look at the short-term rental sites, the prices are pretty reasonable for most properties. With the neighbors to Treasure Island being Madeira Beach and St. Pete Beach, they offer similar situations as far as pricing, so the entire area enjoys a great tourist business. Little history on Treasure Island. I live here, so it's interesting to me. I mean, who doesn't want to live on a 3.8 mile long barrier island named Treasure? Not to be confused with Robert Louis Stevenson's fiction Treasure Island. But as with most of the U.S., the Indians settled here in about 300 CE. In this case, it was the Takabaga Indians. Treasure Island got its name early in the 20th century. Several property owners attempted to boost sales in real estate by taking treasure chests and burying them on the beach and then pretending to discover them later after claiming that the chests were filled with treasure. The news of the discovery quickly spread and people began calling the island Treasure Island. There was a huge hurricane that came here in 1848. As a matter of fact, this hurricane was so large and so powerful that it split out John's Pass, which is in the video here. That's where the bridge is. That's John's Pass. And that's on the north part of the island. And they also carved off two smaller islands called the Isle of Palms and Isle of Capri, also pictured in the video. So Treasure Island saw a huge surge in residential and hotel construction following World War II in the 1950s. The real estate used in these ventures often consisted of fill from dredged material, and that's what makes up the rest of Isle of Capri and Isle of Palms, pictured in this video with all the fingers. And so they did this obviously to develop it and sell houses, and made it also very convenient access and navigable to boats, so they could sell waterfront properties with boat slips. So what's the draw to Treasure Island? It's one of my favorite beaches on the Gulf to visit and to live at. It's super clean and has stark white sand. It's very fine sand on the beaches. The water is stunning crystal blue. If you happen to come here and swim in the water is so clear that you can see all the fish swimming around you. It's obviously great for fishing, stand-up paddleboarding, any activity on the water that you can think of. As far as drinking on the beaches, there's a few exceptions, of course, but Madeira Beach and Reddington Beach allow alcohol, but not in glass bottles. So does Treasure Island, except for Sunset Beach area between 85th and 99th Avenue, because Caddy's and Thinkig is there, so they allow drinking on the beach. Population in Treasure Island is 7,450 people. Out of those, only 10% have children under the age of 18, as I mentioned before. Which gives you an idea of the demographics here. It's a great group of people. It's a very laid-back place. If you're thinking of buying property in the Tampa Bay area, buying or selling residential or commercial property, please give me a call. I'd love to help. I work and live in the area and really enjoy it. Thank you for driving with me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more real estate videos in the area. And if you hit the little bell, next time I put a property on, you'll get a notification that it's out there. You can find me at talktoal.com or on any of the social media platforms. Just Google Alex P. Williams Real Estate and several pages of data will pop up. I represent buyers and sellers of residential and commercial property. So if you're thinking of moving your business down here into the area, give me a call. I can help you with that as well. I've helped several clients find new locations for their businesses, and then also find their new residences for them, whether they were tired of the winters or just love it here. So see you next time on the Alex P. Williams Real Estate Drive.